jurnal internasional bereputasi, dan tentunya kita berharap dengan kegiatan ini kita semua bisa mengambil manfaat terkait dengan peningkatan kemampuan kita bagaimana cara menulis artikel dengan memanfaatkan teknologi artificial intelligence. Jujur saja ini buat saya ini juga sesuatu yang perlu dipelajari karena selama ini ketika kita melakukan penulisan artikel yang biasanya mengawali dengan pengumpulan referensi, kemudian kita mencari sumber bacaan sebanyak mungkin, kemudian ternyata setelah kita menemukan banyak referensi dari artikel dari jurnal internasional bereputasi, untuk mengutip artikel-artikel tersebut ternyata juga tidak mudah ya, karena butuh waktu dan kita juga harus membaca satu-satu, kemudian kita mencoba mencarikan dan kita mencoba untuk memilih bagian mana dari artikel tersebut yang akan kita kutip. Nah, kegiatan pada siang hari inilah yang akan mengupas tentang cara mengutip artikel, kemudian cara mengolah artikel tersebut, dan sampai dengan menggunakan teknologi artificial intelligence, terutama untuk bagaimana mengkompilasi artikel-artikel yang kita citasi menjadi referensi, terutama pada bab 2 ya, sehingga kita bisa menulis bab 2 dengan lebih mudah gitu. Ya, sekali lagi terima kasih atas kehadiran teman-teman semua. Boleh untuk nama peserta, ya ini udah betul. Tapi mohon diganti ya penulisan namanya. Jadi menjadi SPS, kemudian prodi, kemudian nama. Oke, nah saya sudah share di chat menu. Panjat, ada yang ingin disampaikan? Oke, ya, ya. Sedianya kegiatan ini dimulai pukul 14.00 sesuai yang sudah kita rencanakan, tapi ada satu hal yang ternyata di luar perkiraan kami. Yang pertama, karena wisuda ternyata cukup menyebabkan kemacetan di sekitar kampus kita, sehingga narasumber kita mengalami keterlambatan. Jadi sekaligus kami juga ingin menyampaikan bahwa mohon maaf atas keterlambatan ini, tapi kami sangat mengapresiasi teman-teman semua yang sudah hadir dan mohon untuk sabar menunggu. Mudah-mudahan kita bisa segera memulai, dan saat ini masih dalam perjalanan. Tentunya kita bisa juga mengawali kegiatan ini sambil mengisi sebelum narasumber kita datang. Mangga silakan, barangkali ada yang ingin ditanyakan dari kegiatan ini. Harapan kami tentunya teman-teman sudah pernah menulis artikel, syukur-syukur sudah pernah publish pada jurnal internasional bereputasi, sehingga sudah ada pengalaman yang nanti bisa menjadi baseline dalam kegiatan ini, sehingga kita mampu mengembangkan teknik dan strategi penulisan artikel pada jurnal internasional bereputasi dengan lebih mudah tentunya, dan juga dengan lebih efektif dan efisien. Pada acara ini akan dikenalkan tentang Enago dan Trinka Artificial Intelligence, di mana Enago itu adalah eh, sebuah lembaga yang selama ini membantu dalam konsultasi publikasi, terutama pada jurnal internasional bereputasi. Mereka melakukan pendampingan terhadap penulisan artikel kita. Mereka juga membantu proses penulisan artikel, kemudian mereka juga menggunakan artificial intelligence technology, namanya Trinka, ya, yang akan membantu menyederhanakan literatur review atau Enago Read, ya. Kemudian nanti akan dikupas tentang introduction to Trinka artificial intelligence, yaitu custom build for academic and technical writing. Kemudian explanation of useful features like journal finder, citation checker, and plagiarism checker. Ini tentunya akan sangat bermanfaat untuk kita, bagaimana kita cara mencari jurnal yang tepat, kemudian bagaimana cara mencari jurnal yang berisi artikel-artikel yang sesuai dengan bidang yang akan kita tulis. Kemudian citation checker ini juga akan membantu kita untuk melakukan citasi pada artikel jurnal internasional bereputasi, dan juga tentang plagiarism checker. Ini juga bagian penting dari proses penulisan artikel pada jurnal ilmiah bereputasi, jurnal internasional bereputasi, karena kita harus memastikan bahwa artikel yang kita tulis plagiarismnya itu memenuhi yang sudah ditentukan oleh jurnal-jurnal internasional bereputasi tersebut. Kemudian juga ada automated file edit within a few minutes. Nah, ini yang saya tunggu-tunggu ya. Bagaimana kita mengautomasi file kita, kemudian kita mengedit hanya dalam beberapa menit ya. Tentunya ini tidak dilakukan secara manual, tapi menggunakan teknologi artificial intelligence yang mudah-mudahan nanti akan bermanfaat untuk kita semua. Dan tentunya dampaknya itu akan meningkatkan semangat kita untuk menulis. Paling tidak ketika kita melakukan proses penulisan artikel untuk jurnal internasional bereputasi, kita mengalami kendala pada journal finding, artikel finding, kemudian citating gitu ya, itu akan terbantu dengan teknologi ini. Kemudian juga nanti ada tentang pengenalan Enago Read. Nah, ini juga salah satu artificial intelligence yang berbasis pada powered reading assistance. Nanti kita lihat bersama bagaimana cara kerjanya. Kemudian collaborate with team while conducting your study. Nah, ini adalah bagian dari consulting yang diberikan oleh Enago. Bagaimana kita melakukan kolaborasi dengan tim penulis ya. Tentunya ketika kita menulis artikel biasanya kita tidak sendirian, ada first author-nya, kemudian ada co-authors-nya, apalagi dengan status sebagai mahasiswa, biasanya Anda sebagai first author, kemudian sebagai co-authors-nya itu adalah dosen pembimbing atau promotor atau supervisor, dan juga dosen di prodi Anda ya. Nah, tentunya nanti akan dibahas bagaimana kita harus berkolaborasi dengan tim kita. Artinya jangan sampai penulisan artikel itu nanti teman-teman bekerja sendiri tanpa melibatkan dosen pembimbing, kemudian akhirnya menghasilkan artikel yang mungkin kurang berbobot sehingga mengalami penolakan ketika kita submit ke beberapa jurnal. Tentunya fungsi dosen pembimbing itu sangat vital terkait dengan penulisan artikel tersebut. Dan satu hal lagi, ketika kita menulis artikel, dengan adanya collaborate with team while conducting your study, ini adalah satu pekerjaan yang istilahnya apa ya, sambil menyelam minum air gitu ya, atau sekali dayung 2-3 pulau terlampaui. Artinya dengan collaborate with team while conducting your study ini, kita menghasilkan artikel yang menjadi bagian dari riset kita. Jadi jangan sampai tesis atau disertasi kita kemana, kemudian publikasi kita kemana. Dan dengan kolaborasi dengan para promotor kita, kemudian para co-authorsnya, itu maka akan terjadi sinkronisasi antara riset kita dan juga artikel yang kita tulis. Artinya kita bisa lulus tepat waktu menyelesaikan tesis dengan baik, sekaligus kita menghasilkan artikel yang bereputasi, yang bisa publish pada jurnal internasional bereputasi. Artikel yang berkualitas ya tadi. Dan kita sering mendengar ya teman-teman, bahwa banyak kasus ketika mahasiswa belum bisa sidang tesis atau disertasi karena belum publikasi. Nah ini salah satunya adalah karena antara conducting study dengan riset dan juga dengan menulis artikel itu tidak sinkron biasanya dan tidak berjalan beriringan biasanya. Padahal misalnya ketika kita menulis bab 2 pada disertasi atau tesis kita, itu adalah bagian dari literatur review. Ya. Kita ketika akan menulis artikel yang berupa literatur review, tentunya ada salah satu syarat dari pedoman penulisan literatur review itu, misalnya referensinya itu di atas 100 atau 120-an biasanya. Nah, ketika kita mencoba mencari berbagai artikel dari berbagai jurnal yang relevan dengan topik riset kita, sampai ketemu angka artikel misalnya di atas 100, tentunya itu akan inline dengan bab 2 yang kita tulis pada tesis atau disertasi kita. Jadi jangan sampai fokusnya hanya pada artikel, kemudian tesis ditinggalkan. Atau sebaliknya, fokus mengerjakan riset pada tesis tapi artikel nggak terkerjakan. Nah itu karena ketidaksinkronan conducting our study-nya gitu ya. Jadi pastikan ketika kita literatur review sekaligus menulis bab 2-nya, dan kita upayakan bukan bekerja keras tapi bekerja cerdas. Jadi jangan sampai kita melakukan dua hal yang sebetulnya inline dan bisa dikerjakan dalam satu waktu, tapi kemudian malah kita fokusnya terbagi mengerjakan satu-satu. Itu yang akan spending dan wasting time. Kemudian kita bisa juga melihat nanti bagaimana using Copilot to break down complex concepts. Nah ini akan membantu kita juga untuk memfokuskan bagaimana topik riset yang akan kita tulis. Biasanya begini teman-teman, ketika kita melakukan riset untuk disertasi kita, ada paling tidak ada minimal ada 2 artikel yang bisa kita publish, minimal ya. Yang pertama literatur review, ya, artikel yang berbentuk literatur review. Kemudian yang kedua bisa short communication, ya, tentang sekilas dari riset yang kita lakukan, tentunya berbasis literatur review. Nah yang ketiga itu adalah research result yang akan menghasilkan research artikel. Nah artinya kita bisa menghasilkan 3 jenis artikel pada studi S2 atau S3 kita. Dan minimal, tadi sudah saya sampaikan, minimal ada 2, yaitu literatur review atau short communication, literatur review dengan short communication atau short communication dengan research article. Maaf.
Okay.
Hello? Hello? Am I audible?
Please mute your speaker.
And the sound also? Hello? Good? Okay. Thank you everyone for waiting. We couldn't predict the rains, could we? So I hope everyone is safe and sound under the roof. Okay, I will start the presentation. Then please feel free to ask questions. Would you like to start?
Check, check, check. Yeah, okay. Thank you very much. Uh, as, as I said to before that today we have a great speaker, yeah, from Enago, and she is the senior advisor in Enago, and today she will give us some information which are valuable for our writing article strategy. She will tell us about Enago and Trinka artificial intelligence, in which both of the media are meaningful for us in order to support and help and give assistance when we are writing article. And in this session, she will give some introduction to Trinka artificial intelligence, then also explanation of useful features like journal finder and then citation checker, as well as plagiarism checker. Then she also will explain to us about the automated file edit within a few minutes, and we do not spend a lot of time to edit our text. And then also introduction to Enago Read. Maybe this is one of new artificial intelligence powered reading assistants. So uh, it seems that it can give us assistance for reading the article, and then we can get the clues as well as the valuable information of the article. And also some consulting regarding to collaborating with team while conducting your study. And the last one, also using Copilot to break down the complex concept of your research. I believe that this will be meaningful for all of us here, especially to complete and to do our research of study in master on doctor degrees. And this can be something like shortcut, yeah, shortcut for making sure that our article writing runs well, and we can write our article effectively and efficiently, and then we can submit and we can publish our article in international reputed journal. So here is the speaker, Nicole Arya. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for organizing the whole gathering. I understand it was a very short notice. Thank you so much. It's been a pleasure to be in your lovely nation, Indonesia, although the rains could spare us a little. So I will kick off the discussion with a presentation. Can you allow the screen sharing? Can I share the screen? I want to share the screen.
Oh ya, panjat share screen. Dia kayaknya nggak bisa share screen. You can.
Okay, I'll try. I hope my screen is visible to all. So good day, everyone. It is my pleasure to introduce you to Enago. Quite an extent, you must be familiar with Enago. Enago has conducted several events in Indonesia, and also we have been to UNPAD, I suppose, back in 2018. So Enago is the brand that helps the authors in terms of human editing. Human editing to make sure that the quality of the article matches the international standards of writing. And this we have been doing from past 18 plus years. And then we have Trinka. We have launched Trinka tool, which is applicable for everybody who deals with academic writing. It can be authors, it can be lecturers, professors, and even students. They can avail Trinka benefit because it is AI powered writing assistant. So combining both the Enago services, which are very good for Q1, Q2, Q3 journal aimed articles or good international quality articles, and Trinka, which is applicable for all sorts of academic writing. So combining these two, institutions can definitely see a positive impact in their overall research output. So before we dive into details, allow me to share certain things about the group company of ours, Crimson Interactive Group. So I am coming from Enago, which is the manuscript preparation brand, which has been helping Indonesian authors from 2017 onwards. So we are working with several Indonesian universities, including UI, UGM, IPB, ITB, etc. And then Enago Life Sciences is the brand that is helping the pharmaceutical companies, big pharmaceutical giants like GSK, Takeda, etc. Enago Academy helps us to provide support in terms of trainings. So the webinars, the workshop that we conduct is with the support of Enago Academy team. And then comes Ulatus, which is the translation brand, which works with discovery and major players in terms of education and corporates as well. And back in November 2022, we acquired Charlesworth Group, which is London-based company, 90-year-old firm, to robust our technical operations. And then Crimson AI, I will be talking about its product in the later part of the slides. On the other hand side, you can see several branches of Enago, New Jersey, Bogota, Colombia, Turkey, UK, China, India, Taiwan, Korea, and Japan. So we are working with the university as well as world-renowned publishers like Elsevier, IEEE, TIMA, Royal Society of Chemistry. We understand the struggles that authors face because we work with the authors and also with the publishers so that we can bridge that particular gap of understanding and can support the academicians much better. You can see that we are also partnered with QS. So University Ranking Organization, you must be knowing about. This partnerships helps us to understand and contribute into university's reputation, international reputation that can, in short, support the rankings. Now, Crimson's research support services. So, Enago scientific editing, I'm calling it scientific, it is because each and every article that comes to Enago will be checked by the SME, that is the subject matter expert in your very own domain, so that they understand the terminologies and all the changes which are recommended are constructive to the research idea. Then Enago Academy author services are in order to provide author education services in order to provide the education, knowledge sharing. And then publication support services are over and above simple language and grammar. And then I will talk about the AI tools. AI tools are there to support the academicians real time in writing better and publishing internationally. Now, this is a brief introduction of Enago. We were formed in the year 2005 and we started our operations from Japan by helping the Japanese scientists to overcome the language barrier and get published in high impact factor journals. On the other hand side, you can see certain organizations that we are member of. For example, COPE. That is the Committee of Publication Ethics. So what we do at Enago or Trinka completely abides by the publication ethics accepted internationally. So when it comes to human editing, it can be categorized into three. First is the language and grammar check, which authors can avail at a subsidized value. Then comes copy editing service. Now, copy editing service is where two editors will work on the manuscript. First will be the subject matter expert and second will be the language expert. This two-time check will ensure that the quality which is going to the journal is flawless in nature. Then we also perform formatting as per the journal guidelines, and the proof of editing will be provided by our company under the copy editing service. Now, substantive editing service is a notch higher and the premium most service of ours, where we also conduct structural review. Under the structural review, what we'll do is we'll try to correct the logical flow or the storytelling part of the paper. The interventions should be made at the right time. The presentation of the overall paper should be enhanced. And then the cover letter will be provided by our organization. Now, journal formatting, certificate of editing will be provided. The Edit Unlimited feature is something that authors can take our support multiple times. Within 365 days, they can send us the article even after journal's feedback. So this is the best part of substantive editing. This is the three level of service, substantive, copy, and language check service. And these are the subsidized price for UNPAD academicians. So you can see, you can avail that benefit from www.enago.com/UNPAD. Now this inverted pyramid showcases Enago's journey with the author. We work with the author till the very end. Even after receiving journal's feedback, or let's say the journal says that you should submit your article to Journal B. We can reformat your article as per Journal B guidelines according to whatever feedback you have received. So the idea is to provide the author with a publication success. Now the team that works on the papers, the editors, they are the native English speakers from USA, UK, Canada, Australia. They are the peer reviewers for many reputed journals. They are themselves published author. Their average on English editing experience is 19.4 years. These are the professionals, those who will be putting their best foot forward in helping the author get published. Now, I'm sure there are several other offerings available in the market, but how Enago stands out completely is specialized subject area matching. So let's say the paper is in the field of medicine, the subject is dentistry, the further specialization is oral dentistry. Enago will make sure that the oral dentistry background should work on the paper. Editor who has the background of oral dentistry. They understand the terminologies and whatever change they are doing are constructive to the research idea. Then two-editor system is where the authors can rely on two experts. One is the language expert and subject matter expert. This happens in copy editing and substantive editing. Edit Unlimited, you can have multiple rounds of checks with Enago under substantive editing. And finally, the promise, we are taking 100% guarantee on the language front. Even after being worked by Enago, if journal happens to comment on the language, we'll rework on it till the time journal is satisfied. So you can concentrate on the science while we work on the language. This was about Enago, and you can avail the subsidized pricing from www.enago.com/unpad. This is the website for specially University Pajaran. And then there are some extended support services like journal selection, pre-submission peer review, which is supported by human experts. And then plagiarism check, we use the tool Authenticate. And then we also conduct webinars. Let's say there is a problem statement within the university where they are facing troubles in terms of any problem statement, like how to select a right journal or how to write a grant proposal. So these kind of trainings can be conducted by us. Now, I'll take immense pleasure to introduce you to Trinka, which is the AI-powered writing assistant. The mission at Trinka is to empower the author community to write, communicate, and publish confidently in English. So Trinka has been built upon 18 plus years of Enago's editorial experience. So the team of experts that we have helped us to curate Trinka which understand the nuances of academic writing. What sort of things are acceptable in academic writing and how the formal writing should be is what Trinka understands and will provide you support accordingly. Trinka training set. So any AI powered tool has a training set. Trinka training set has been well-written paper, well-edited manuscripts that has allowed Trinka to understand the nuances of academic writing. So any level of service, any level of subject that you might be having, medicine, life sciences, Trinka understands all the terminologies. Our academic phrase banks are of millions and millions of words. So Trinka will give you contextual corrections. And then this is an interesting slide where you'll see how we came up with this idea. Between the year 2005 and 2010, Enago supported several authors globally. By 2015, we actually realized that the authors can certainly share their manuscripts, send their manuscript for human editors, but what they need is someone who is sitting with them and providing them assistance in terms of academic writing. This is when we realized we undertook the challenge back in 2016 to build an AI powered tool which is available at authors' disposal whenever they need, be it home comfort, be it in the university or even in the field. Then if they need support, the writing assistant should be there with them. So by 2018, we released the beta version of the tool, which was released to publishers as well as the researchers which are closely in the community of Enago. By 2020, Trinka was born, named after the principal linguist who worked on this tool from the day one. So Trinka Dacunia, still supporting us in helping making Trinka much more robust tool for the academicians. By 2022, 2023, Trinka has been used by several authors globally. Now, Trinka is complete language enhancement as well as writing assistant. Now, subject-specific corrections you will receive on Trinka. Within a minute, you can upload a file and what you can download is the well-edited manuscripts from Trinka and in the proofread file version, then you can maintain the consistency of writing for a larger document as well. So you can write a book, write a large thesis on Trinka and maintain the consistency in terms of spellings and way. So for example, setup is a merged word. On certain places, you might separate it with a hash. So these kind of inconsistencies throughout the document can be identified by Trinka, and you can maintain the entire writing style throughout the paper under a consistency checker. Then Trinka also has a paraphraser, so you can use the paraphraser of Trinka to paraphrase the content within your manuscript or within your document. Then we also have Authenticate plagiarism checker. So on Trinka, only you can use Authenticate as well. Then Trinka can be deployed onto your Microsoft Word wherever you are comfortable with writing, and Trinka can provide that plugin recommendations over there. And then the endless citation can be checked by Trinka in terms of how many of them are retracted, how many of them are old. And then finally, the journal finder that will help you to recommend right journal. I will show you during the demo how it works. And then we also have AI content detector onto Trinka. Wherever you are feeling troubles, let's say, students are using ChatGPT in order to create the entire essays or an entire document, you can run it on Trinka and Trinka can identify whether it is AI generated or not. Now, Trinka also has the style guides. So APA, AMA, ACS, and IEEE style guide are already integrated into Trinka. So you can also make sure your document adheres to these guidelines. Then Trinka will make sure that the messaging is concise. Word count reduction can happen on Trinka. And then technical and medical phrasing is maintained onto Trinka. Trinka has both support, American and British English, so you can toggle between the two. And then advanced grammar and academic tone, formal tone will be maintained onto Trinka. So Trinka can be used on cloud. I will show you during the demo. And then MS Word plugin and browser plugin is possible. Trinka can also be integrated through JavaScript API, or even on-premise option is available, which is being availed by, let's say, a ministry or someone in defense, or where the confidentiality is very high. Now, for launching Trinka, we have unlimited user plan. Now, unlimited user plan allows not only authors, lecturers, and the administrators to use Trinka, but also students. So even 50,000 odd or 60,000 odd students can use Trinka under the word package plan that I will be sharing. So you can buy a package of, let's say, 40 million or 60 million words that can be availed by everyone who is using domain of Unpad, unpad.ac.id, for example. So that kind of possibility is there, where we have flexible pricing structure. So depending on the package of words, the pricing increases and decreases accordingly. Unlimited access. So as I said, thousands of people, thousands of students can use Trinka as a writing assistant. And then seamless integration. So you can, the management can tell us that, okay, only upgrade people using @unpad.ac.id. So this way, university domain can be allocated Trinka Premium immediately, and then democratize the access. The idea is to provide right, trustworthy AI tools for authors to advance in their career. Now, this plan is applicable until 31st of March. I'll share more details. Now, Enago Academy is the knowledge platform of Enago. So any trainings that you might be requiring can be conducted by Enago Academy team. That's all from my end in terms of the presentation. Do we have any questions so far?
Check. I think it's very nice and brief presentation regarding to Enago and Trinka. And it is given the opportunity for all participants here to dig more deeply about the excellencies of Trinka, as well as the Enago artificial intelligence in order to support our writing process. So please raise your hand and you can share your questions, please. Yeah, Nick, for your information, the participant of today session is the student from master degree. Okay. Master degree on biotechnology, okay, environment, sustainable tourism, as well as data analysis and management.
So shall I show them how Trinka works, and then we can take up questions?
Okay,
Okay,
of course, I think.
Perfect. So I will share the demo with you. I hope my internet, serves the purpose, because I'm showing you the live demo of Trinka. So this is Trinka.ai. Over here, you can register for free as well. That will have some restricted access, so that you can test Trinka tool. Let me just log in and show you how it works. So once we log in, we'll be routed to a dashboard of Trinka. Okay. This is the dashboard. You can see there are several files opened up. So this space is unlimited, virtually unlimited. Over here, what I can do is I can start with uploading a file. Let me just see how any document I can upload, any manuscript. Okay, let me just open one manuscript as a sample file. So Trinka is asking a question about whether you want file proofread within 2 to 5 minutes, or you want to check it on the cloud editor. So for the demo purposes, I will show you on the cloud editor how it works. So Trinka is opening the file on the cloud editor. Now you will see that the entire formatting of the document is maintained when I open it up on the cloud. So Trinka is asking me on the customization front, whether this document is on a general writing, or academic writing, or legal writing. writing. Over here, let's do it academic for the example. And then uh, which sort of style guide you prefer, AMA, APA, ACS, AGU, or IEEE. Now, my team consistently actually work on making the tool robust. So by, let's say, we'll keep on uploading several style guides onto Trinka. So this document is in English. Trinka is also available in German and Spanish. So let's proceed. So my customizations have been stored and Trinka is starting to generate the alerts. So you can see all the spelling errors or all sorts of errors have been highlighted by red color. And if I'll click on the filter, Trinka is giving me results in grammar, spelling, writing advisor, enhancement, style guide based correction, and inclusive language. So I'll show you by opening up certain cards. So over here, Trinka is giving me an explanation that why it is right to use off in comparison to on. So you can simply click on the purple recommendation and accept it, or you can just do thumbs down if you don't think that it is the right suggestion. So this is also a training way of telling you that these are the right way of making changes. At the bottom, you can see toggle between American and British English. So Trinka will provide you suggestion according to the recommendations that you have made or the customization that you have made. So let me just show you how the spellings work. So grammar is contextual in nature. You will see all the changes accordingly. So let me show you the spelling ones, how the spelling ones are generated. So this is the complex term where Trinka is suggesting me the right spelling. Now, this is the American English variant because I customized it to American English. Now, if you feel that the change, for example, University Pajaran, might not be understood by Trinka, so you can add it to your dictionary. And then in future, Trinka will not give you it as a red highlight or a spelling error. So this will be applicable. Now going back, I wanted to show you the writing advisor and enhancements. Now this is coming with a background because we know how the academic language has evolved. For example, the person with diabetes cannot be called diabetic anymore. So you have to say people with diabetes. So these kind of recommendations. So this is a conciseness tip. Rather than the aim of this report is to describe, you can simply say the report described, for example. And then over here, suggest is a very unsubstantial word. You can possibly replace it. So these are not error, so to say, but these are writing advisor, how the international acceptance happens. So going back to the alerts, style guide based corrections I'm showing, and then inclusivity. So as per the AMA style, non-functional words should not be hyphenated and it should be properly written as non-functional. So these kind of recommendations will pop up. Now, inclusivity is becoming a big buzzword across the industry. So make sure your language is bias-free by using inclusivity check of Trinka. Now the paraphraser, over here what you can do, you can simply select the text you want to paraphrase and click on paraphrase, and Trinka will generate the paraphrased content that you might like to replace. And you can also put the degree of the change that you would like to do. And Trinka can also give you the options on paraphrasing. I can simply replace it. And once you click on this, you will also receive the alternatives. Which whenever you like, you can replace it. Then consistency checker. Now this checker will allow you to maintain the consistency throughout the document. Over here, I have used 11 dash year and 11 year directly. So you would like to select the occurrence or the right way of writing and apply it throughout the document so that the experience of the reader can be made consistent through and through. Now, this is a check citation feature where you can check the quality of the citations in the document. So Trinka will evaluate my endless citations from whether they are retracted, they are published long ago, journal bias exists in my citations or not, which one are non-standard. So let me just show you the published long ago. So all this list has been curated by Trinka so that you can make your argument updated. So this was published 25 years ago. So it will be good if the academician make the change at the right time. Going back to plagiarism checker. Plagiarism checker is the same that you might have experienced with Authenticate. It's just that we have tried to make the tool comprehensive. So you can freely check the score only. And if you would like to check, make the standard check through Turnitin or advanced check through Authenticate, you can also generate the report accordingly. So the universe or the ecosystem will be the same as you might have experienced in Authenticate. Now, another good quality feature is Journal Finder. So you can simply click on Journal Finder. And over here, Trinka will do a historical matching, semantic matching. I can paste my abstract here and I can view the results. So Trinka will generate the recommendation based on history of the data. I can put the target journal directly over here and geography, the impact factor of the journal that I would like to publish, the H index, whether I would like to publish in open access only. So I can, click on this, and hide predatory journals is by default highlighted here. Now, this is very interesting how Trinka is showing me that over the past 10 years, 100 similar concepts article have been published on this particular journal. So this is very interesting. I can simply click on show me that 100 articles and I can also use it as the citation on my document. And this can be easily accessed onto Trinka. So Trinka is populating all the similar sort of articles which matches my study. Similarity score is also provided and you can view the article. If it will be open access, you can simply access it through Trinka. And then going back, I would like to show you the proofread file. So Trinka processes docx LaTeX file up till 100 MB is allowed. So I can simply upload the document and what I can download is the edited manuscript. So Trinka has given me 14% score and 68 revisions have been made on my document. Let me just download the document from here. And I will click on the document that I have downloaded from Trinka. Let me just show you in a moment. Okay, the Word file is not visible. Let me just share the slides again. So here you go. This document has been downloaded from Trinka. Once I'll click on the track changes, you can see all the recommendations that Trinka has made. So it will be similar to what you might have experienced in the human edited document. So just have a look. At the bottom, Trinka will interestingly give me all sorts of changes that total changes were 68 in nature. And the categories of the change were 18 were in the articles domain and total 68 changes have been done. So this is also one sort of homework that I can perform on myself, my understanding of English, and I can work on my articles. So this will come really handy to all the academicians. So this was about how tool Trinka can actually support even students as well as the authors or the administrators. So I will be opening the floor for questions now.
Yeah, it is very interesting. Yeah, I tried to practice a little just now by operating Trinka, sorry. Then I tried to have a proofread file, and I find that the proofread file is scored 62%.
That's good score.
And then there are 219 revisions.
Excellent.
And the credit used are two here. Can you explain to us here the score 62%? What does it mean?
So score is on the basis of how the tool has actually learned from well-written papers. So it will score you according to the language quality of the document. So although the revisions made were 200 and something, but your writing was still understandable and readable. So that's how the score is 60%. What we consider good score is above 75%, by the way.
75, right? Okay. And then I find here there have been proofread and uh, there are statements on the right side like using uh, the tool here is equals to track changes, right?
Yes,
Yes, the track
yes.
changes on the
So
right,
these are the track changes.
and then there are statements, for example, deleted, blah 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 blah. So it has been made the revision, yeah.
Yes.
Okay,
So the
directly.
correct. The idea is to to show you that these are the changes you should consider. Now, human critical thinking is never replaced. Each and every change that Trinka is doing, Trinka is showing it as a track change version. So now you can make the intervention. And then if you don't like the change, you can simply reject it. And if you like the change, you can implement it onto your document.
Okay. So when we find the result of proofreading here, and then we open the track changes, and we just decide accept or
Reject.
reject.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Thank you very much. Yeah. I think this very useful uh, technology by using Trinka. Just now I have a little practice to one of manuscript that I have, and I found here only in some minute, yeah. And
That's
usually, okay, usually when we have a manual proofreading, I spend around 2 days until three
yes.
days for doing the proofread around 10 pages.
So this will also enhance the productivity as an
Hmm.
individual. So Trinka is a support system.
Brilliant.
Although we are not replacing
I'll say,
humans, it's a
I'll say.
support system. You
I
can,
share my
yeah,
opinion. Yeah, I share my opinion with you. And related to productivity, as you said just now, it is also having a positive influence to our mood. Yeah.
yes,
For example, if we do proofreading in too much time, wasting time, so it will less our productivity, I think.
yes, you can concentrate more on research and building the substance in your research.
Okay, then how far we can use Trinka here? I have just now registered, then I can log in here into the Trinka. Is it because of we are Unpad who becomes a member of Inago,
Okay.
or no relation with that?
So it's in the same lines that the question have been asked on the group Zoom as well. I'm reading the question. Thank you for the clear explanation, Ms. Arya. My pleasure. Does UNPAD already subscribe to university plan? If it doesn't, is there Trinka's individual plan available? What is the difference between free plan and the premium plan? So premium plan primarily gives you unlimited access. So under the free plan, you will have to, uh, you can edit around 5,000 words in a month for 30 days. Under, under the premium plan, you will have the access to 100,000 words, practically unlimited. And I'm proposing it to Unpat right now during our conversation. So I will be sharing the proposal with Unpat. The idea is that I will be sharing the proposal with the word count, and that will allow Unpat to open up the access to everybody within the university, even the students, so that they can have a good, positive research culture. And it will inculcate the habit of conducting research because writing is no longer the limitation.
Okay. Uh, It is quite similar to, sorry, to mention product, yeah, something like Grammarly, yeah.
Yes, yes.
Formerly, it is free access, and then everyone can use Grammarly. But today, it is payable, I think.
So,
There is the rate of the product of Grammarly. So, what about the Trinka and Enago in relation with Unpad academician?
so interestingly, you mentioned about Grammarly. Now, Grammarly is definitely good for communication. So I am as a business person, if I'm using Grammarly, it is good for my work. But as an academician, you should actually use a tool which understand the academic language or the terms. Let's say if I'll put a difficult term, medical term onto Grammarly, it will pop up as an error. But Trinka already understand that particular word. So training set of Trinka has been academic text. So that has allowed us to make much more domain related corrections. And on Grammarly, you cannot do file interaction. You cannot download a proofread file. While on Trinka, you can simply download a proofread file. So there are several advantages. Trinka has style guides, academic style guides. Grammarly doesn't have academic style guide. So these are the advantages of using Trinka over Grammarly. Second part of your question was about the university. As I said, university can sign up for a word count package that can be 60 million or 100 million, for example, and we will share the reports with you every month. As an administrator, you can see that these are the number of users. Let's say thousands of users are using Trinka and what are their usage. And accordingly, we'll calculate, let's say if you bought a package of 100 million words, within 1 month, you have utilized 500,000 words. And that is when you can make the intervention. Let's say if you are coming closer to your usage, you can simply top up that particular word count. So it is very easy, flexible way of working. So it is not based on number of users, it is based on number of words utilized.
Okay, I tried to share screen here regarding to Trinka. Okay. Ah, yeah, as we can see here, uh, I tried to make a proofread file. Then on the corner, on the bottom left here, it is stated refer Trinka get 20% off on premium annual pack. So is it individually paid, or it it can be facilitated by our institution Unpad?
Yes, that's the idea. At an individual level, you can sign up on the Trinka as a premium user at around $80. But if the university signs up with Trinka, so 10 million words will be around $2,000. So with $2,000, you can impact several users.
Ah, okay.
So
That's good idea, I think, because this can be an issue for us,
yes,
especially in productivity, right?
right.
Uh, I will suggest to our university for making this agreement or collaboration, especially in order to improve the productivity.
Yes.
Since uh, although we haven't proven how many percent of the proofread file here can be accepted by particle journal.
Yes, right, right.
Any information or any research that you have taken or done before regarding
Yes.
to the acceptance of the article, the result of the proofread file by Trinka to particular journal?
So see, Elsevier, you must be aware about Elsevier.
Huh?
Elsevier is actually using Trinka.
Ah, great,
Elsevier
great.
is evaluating each and every document and giving it a score. If it is below 90%,
Ah,
it goes back. So every document which is being published onto Elsevier is going through Trinka system.
okay.
So
Yeah. There is a good question here from Sinta. Hello, Sinta. Would you like to say your question directly, or I would read your question here, Sinta?
I've already answered that question, I guess.
Yeah, the question is, Thank you for your clear explanation, Ms.
Yeah, I
Arya.
read the question.
Okay. Does UNPAD already subscribe the university's plan? If it doesn't, is there any Trinka's individual plan available? What is the difference of free plan and premium plan?
Yes,
Okay.
I've read this question. The free plan has 5,000 words a month, while the premium plan is you can add it around 100,000 words, which is practically unlimited. And I am proposing to the university to sign up under the word count plan that can allow everybody in Unpad University to use Trinka under the premium plan.
Premium card. Okay, and then
My pleasure.
I think Mr. was already give me the answer. Okay. Yeah. Any more questions, please? Yeah, the most important issues here is about productivity, I think. Uh, since this kind of process of article writing usually not only spending much time but also our mood, yeah. Yeah, our mood, and as a writer, I can feel sometimes when I have written a manuscript, then before I submit, I will do the proofreading. For example, this is one of the example, and I find uh, it is uneasy work. Uneasy work because I shoot around 2 days for looking at my manuscript, and sometimes I still find some mistake.
Yes.
And when I asked my peer, my colleagues here to read my manuscript, and it is also not easy for asking them, yeah. And usually it is also still found some mistake too.
So if I have worked in my file and I know what I have written, I will find lesser and lesser errors.
Ah,
But the third eye, which is another person or another system, will find more errors. So you
yeah.
can capitalize on the edited file from Trinka and
Ah,
work, faster.
okay, okay. Yeah, okay. Thank you very much. Any more questions, please? I think this is a good opportunity because the speaker, the outstanding speaker directly from Enago here comes to us, and we try to facilitate our student to make the publication easier. Any more questions? Yeah. Okay. I think this is very clear and productive presentation and fruitful discussion too. Before we close this presentation, any suggestion for the student and some lecture here?
So you can simply, I'm sending my information on chat. Let's say if you have any question, you can simply reach out to me and do explore Trinka because it is free for everybody to use, and then you can have a collective feedback. I will discuss with the university management in next few
Okay.
days, and hopefully we can have a understanding or a collaboration. Then we can also organize training.
Okay. I will also try to make a recommendation to our university management for considering this one thing. Okay.
And if required, I can also be the part of the meeting with the vice director maybe.
When you have meeting with the vice sector?
You can arrange that. I will be available.
Okay, okay. Yeah, I will try to call the head of research, the director of research in our university about these possibilities.
Because even it is applicable for students, so maybe the graduate office can promote it for students.
Okay. Thank you very much. Yeah. Okay, such a great presentation. I think, oh, there is still question here. Oh, okay. The email, yeah? Okay. Unfortunately, I have hit your email. So we can directly make a contact and
Yes.
communicate any communication for following our collaboration. Oke, ya silakan untuk Akang Teteh dan Bapak Ibu semua bisa dicatat email atau WhatsApp-nya apabila nanti perlu ya. Dan tentunya ini sangat bermanfaat untuk kita dan kami dari pertemuan hari ini akan mencoba mendiskusikan dengan pimpinan ya di SPS ya Pak Anjat dan and we will try to make a recommendation for our university too about the possibility of having Trinka artificial intelligence. Okay, yeah, thank you very much for your attendance and we also give a big thanks for our speaker.
My pleasure.
Thank you very much. And we are very sorry for the inconvenience in visiting our university.
No
Thank you
worries.
very much.
No worries.
Okay.
Thank you.